Good morning, everyone. It's Terry's Philippine Journey. It's Sunday, August the 6th, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, just hiking around the backside of the mountain, which I do almost every day or every other day. So it's quite beautiful. Sun's coming up. It's not yet hit this side of the hill, but you can see it across the distance there. Just beautiful. The clouds are in the big hill over there. There's mountains in the clouds still, so it's a little hazy. So, but just wanted to share a little bit of my morning routine. And so here's the trail. There's a little power line that goes to some of the homes back here. So yes, there's a few homes scattered around the mountains here. So. And then off in the distance over here where you go, you turn a left here in the bottom of the valley, and then you go over to Santo Tomas, which is my destination. And then we got a big grass hill, so like I said, the hills here seem to be around 3,000 feet low and maybe 5,000 feet. And then if you go into the interior near the mountain, more mountain range, I think it goes up to almost I think 6,700 feet. So pretty big hills here in the Philippines. So some people call them hills, most people call them mountains. So when you're walking them, they certainly feel like mountains. So this one they burned about a month ago, and the grass is coming in, and that's why everything appears to be dead, because they burn it. So, and probably most of it is. Some of it's leafed back out, the bigger trees. There's a little creek down in the valley. So I just wanted to share it. I just think it's beautiful out here. So people often ask why I came to the Philippines, and here's your answer for me: just nature and peace and quiet. I live in the province. They have busy cities and lots of different things going on there, so pick your poison what you like. So I don't mind visiting the city for a day or something, or maybe two, but I much prefer the creeks and rivers and birds and peace and quiet of the province life. So this is approximately 15 to 30 minutes from my house. So I get on the trail with it. My house is right on this trail, so I get on it pretty quickly because I live on it. So then you can go all through the mountains here. So hike for hours and hours. Probably take you 3 or 4 days to cross the island by foot, I would imagine. Depends on how many kilometers a day you can walk. So I think I'm good for between 15 and max maybe 30. So I'd say 15 or 20 is a good number for me. I can do probably 10 to 15 pretty steady every day. And then some days push it to 30 if I have to, and once I get in shape. But anyhow, it's just beautiful out here. I don't know, just epic looking, the clouds and the landscape. Just, I don't know, the videos do it justice. I'm kind of about halfway down, or 3/4 of the way down on the bottom of the hills here. So this trail goes long, so I'll be shooting a 8-month video here in the next week or two, because I'll soon be 8 months, but we'll make that a separate one. So today I just wanted to share my Sunday morning walk with you. It'll probably be about 2 to 4 hours. I usually stop and get something to eat in town, maybe visit a few friends. So 2.5 if I'm pretty quick about it and just walk. And then if I stop and visit and eat and hang out a lot, it might turn into a 6 to 8 hour day. But the walking part's about 2.5 hours generally. So got my sandals on, so still getting used to them. My Karen's Pro 2s from Barotac. Got them from the America, because I struggle to find shoes that fit my big feet. I wear 12.5, but they only came in 12 and 13, no half sizes. So I sized up and got 13, but should have got the 12. which I'll get next time. So I cut the toe off these a little bit so you don't have so much overlap, so you don't trip as much. So, because I had about 3/4 of an inch or so overlap on them. So, but yeah, just pretty. There's some these trees were real beautiful last week. They had white flowers all over them. You can just see a few petals left. They're mostly falling off. So, hope everybody's doing well. We're talking about subscribing and everything. We need to get people to smash that button a little more frequently, because I've got, 250,000 views maybe somewhere in there, and just 2 or 3% is hitting the subscribe. So if you're like me, just watch a video and a lot of times you forget or click to the next one really quick. But since I've been doing the YouTube channel here, I've been a lot more mindful of subscribing and liking to other people's videos. So I've probably doubled my efforts. So I've got probably subscribed to 30 or 40 other channels at least, and hit like and comment occasionally if it's really something of interest to me. So you can kind of see a little bit of the fish ponds maybe here at the bottom, so which I made a little video on. So we're coming down the hill now to the valley along the little creek, and so this is a trail, but down here people actually drive on it. Now they don't drive cars on this because it's too narrow, but down at the bottom you occasionally see a truck or something on it, so it's wide enough they do drive on. So this is kind of rocky here, it's not too slick, so just watching I don't stub my toes, because I'm used to wearing shoes. Back in America I primarily wore shoes because of the cold and things like that, and then I came over here and I'm like, well, these shoes kind of suck here because it's hot and they're always getting wet and muddy, so sandals make a little bit more sense. But I don't like wearing sandals at all on the motorcycle. I already hurt my feet and legs in shoes, so yeah, I wouldn't, except for maybe a really short, easy trip. So we've come to kind of the bottom here. So there's a trail here that goes up. Nobody uses it very much, but it goes up the mountain to the grass hills up that way. Then it goes left here. Here's a little creek coming out of the mountains. It's pretty cool. So you imagine maybe possibly getting a drink, or makes me think of gold mining or something, panning for gold when you see something come out of the mountain like that. So yeah, so please help out the channel. I got the 4,000 watch hours, and just lacking about 500 subscribers before I start doing well, which is everybody's dream, is to make a couple bucks. So I'm looking to try to do that as well. So here's an advantage with sandals. If you're in shoes, you have to go through the mud, so I can walk right in and rinse my feet off a little bit and then keep going. So you don't want to have mud on them because they get more slick. Here's another puddle. So as you can see, so they just cleared the field up here on the left and planted corn. When I first come here 7 months ago, it was all wood, woods, trees, and so forth. So they've cleared that. So yeah, it's this is the Philippines. When you're on a trail, you're coming through mud and that type of stuff. That's why these sandals are so much better. So feet are adjusting. This is probably my 4th hike on them. So corn looks good this year. I don't know if they got any. Here's the fish ponds from one of my other videos. So I don't know if they got fish in them anymore. So the people over there on the corner, I don't know if you can see it very well, I assume they own all this land and did the fish ponds. So I think they got 8 fish ponds and so forth. Alright, I'll cut it off. I don't like to get them too long here. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and do all that, because that's what YouTube, I keep telling people. I said it's not so much the quality of your video as much as that doesn't hurt or is helpful, but it's YouTube looks at whether somebody likes or comments to your videos. So if you like and comment, it helps promote that person's videos to being shown, because that's what YouTube goes by, amongst a few other things. So keep that in mind. Thanks everyone. Have a blessed day. Bye.